But I think there are a couple of advice that I, as a developer and knowing how the system works, can share for Kofi and all those who have a similar situation to explore and also make an effort to engage the banks that give them the facility. I think under the circumstance, it will be in the interest of these financial institutions to work hand in hand with their customers to make it easier for everybody. Because if they don't do so, I think they stand at a heavy disadvantage because the level of default is going to be extremely high. And so one of the things that I want to offer or suggest to those in this situation is that they can consider, one, restructuring the current balance of their mortgages. So, for example, if you have signed on a mortgage for, say, 15 years, and you have done maybe 7 years, it means that you have 7 more years to go. But under the circumstance, the bank can restructure your balance and then reconfigure it now to another 15 years. Because depending on your age anyway, because if you want to maintain the same momentum as Kofi explained to you, his repayment has doubled because of the exchange rate. But if you restructure your balance, it will give you an opportunity to pay a lesser premium at the end of the month, for which I think it is worth considering. And then you can also look at converting the current balance of your mortgage in dollars into cedis so that they rework it out for you moving on. But that has a difficulty that you may have to overcome, which means that your salary must be very high enough for you to be able to sustain under that arrangement. Then the third one is suspending the principal of your mortgage in itself for a period, perhaps 6 months under the circumstance. And then you pay only interest for the 6 months. I think it is something that most banks will be willing to accept. And then if you have any savings, that's the fourth one. If you have any huge savings somewhere, or you can mobilize one of the ways also is to go and pay a lump sum of the balance, either all of it or a majority of it, so that you have a smaller amount to deal with. I think if we go through and consider any of these four advice, you will be able to get some relief under the circumstances.